We are headed north on Creek Road. We took Highway E. Well, from Hartville, we came from the Springfield area, so we went through Hartville. We took Highway Z north of, we just went north of town on whatever highway that is. Then we went right onto Highway Z, went about 2 miles, went right onto Highway E, and then we went, well, 5 or 6 miles until we went north onto Creek Road, and that's where we find ourselves now. We've gone about a mile on Creek Road so far, and we're going to be coming up on the property on the left. I have the feeling that this will be kind of an interesting one, in that there was a gentleman out here who was basically ignoring all the property covenants, and we had a chat with him, and he decided to move elsewhere, but I doubt that he did very much cleanup, so we're coming up to that right now. His property is going to be on the left. On the right is, that is not our property, but I happen to know the gentleman that owns it. Nice guy. Okay, so here's the property on the left. That might be the mailbox, I'm not sure about that. But this is the property. You can see the satellite dish, kind of the remains of what was their homestead. And this was an interesting one in that he and I chatted at length about the property covenants. He signed the paperwork indicating that he fully understood and would abide by the property covenants. And then when we came out here, God love him, he was breaking pretty much every single one. So it was not a good matchup, but we helped him find a different place that would work out for him. So generally we would have the guys come on out here and clean this up. We've got so many other projects right now that we haven't done that. So that's why we're kind of doing it at a bit of a discount. You'll find that it does need some cleanup. That's what's left. He had several homemade structures here. And I just want to reiterate, we have no problem at all with that lifestyle or any of that. It's just when the property has covenants, they do have to be followed, and that was the case on this one. So we do have a power meter here, which is handy. I guess there's a satellite dish. But you've got to get 100 feet off the road. That's one of the main covenants. So it's going to take some clearing of brush and trees if you want to get your building site back 100 feet, which you have to. And then certainly you can come and camp on your property up to 45 days a year. If you're going to do more than that, or if you're going to live on the property, you have to have a minimum 600 square foot continuous concrete foundation with a minimum 600 square foot structure permanently attached to that. And so all this area here would potentially be a great yard, but it's not suitable for a building site because we're not 100 feet off the road. But that being said, it's great property. It's actually fairly rare to have a rural property that has county road frontage and power, let alone a power meter. So I mean, you're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna get a quick close-up of this meter, so then if you want to call the power company and get things switched over, you can do that. Okay, see if we can get that. Laclede Electric Co-op is who you'll call. That should give you any of the numbers you need. Although sometimes they ask for a pole number, but I don't see a marking on that. Oh, here we go. So there's your pole number. That's everything you need to get your power switched over, I would think. And then going back to the county road, the driveway originally went right through where that satellite dish was. That might have to be revamped. You've got a ton of road frontage here, so I mean, it's not like you have to use that as your driveway. You could go one way or the other a little bit and really check things over. I don't know what that structure is, some kind of old chicken house. But obviously the power's great. Phone would very likely be right here at the county road. We're going to do a drone video as well, because that's obviously the best way to see a big tract like this. But if you have any questions, let us know. We'll help you out as much as we possibly can. Property needs some cleanup, it needs some love, but it is really a pretty one. The deer out here, fantastic. The turkey, amazing. Very peaceful area. Yeah, super nice. InstantAcres.com.